No, our idea is the idea of tomorrow and the future. What we want to be able to do is help people with mental health. Games have revolutionized the way we think and the way we work. 31.6 billion people in 2016 were classified as gamers. Now, the population at that time for the UK population was actually 65.65 billion people. That's nearly half of the population. Now, if you think about this, I bet almost everyone here is almost a gamer. Is almost a game. Digital and technology, right?
Hi everyone, my name is Zach. I'm going to be talking to you about our project. Our project, originally our name was YHelp, and we decided to keep it as YHelp because with the name we turned it into a question, asked us why should we all help, and it was because we've all got stories about times when we face people that are in suicidal situations and so on. When you read the news, as you can see nowadays, knife crime has increased, and unfortunately last year one of my friends, their brothers had passed away from it, and my friend had felt he had suicidal thoughts. However, because we were like socializing and talking, he felt more better, and it was more out and open. And yeah, during my research, I was looking at the statistics, and in 2015 it was 6,188. In 2016 it was 5,965, and in 2017 it was 5,821. Each year it has been decreasing, and during research it's 3 times more likely to be men. This shows that a lot of men are insecure a lot of men are scared to express how they feel, and yeah.
So I'm going to be talking about how I came up with the idea for the game. So I thought that having games to do with mental health is original and uncommon. You don't see it like a lot. And I wanted to integrate games with mental health because I game a lot in my spare time and I find it interesting, so I just wanted to integrate the two together. The negatives about games is that it could be a waste of time and addictive, and it could create aggression, but I believe that the cause of it is because video games are misused and you lose control of yourself. But I believe that video games are beneficial to people with a mental health disorder because you have video game communities within a game where you're able to communicate with people and build friendships, and and video games have, like nowadays, video games are like cooperative, which basically means that you have people working as a team, and you have teamwork and you communicate with each other, which builds a strong relationship between people and the people that you play with. And for people with mental health, it could be an escape from reality. So like you might be suffering from a mental health disorder, and you'll be entertained and you'll enjoy your time while playing the game and forget about the like kind of mental health disorder that you're suffering. And the video game, a game idea that I thought of is an MMO game. It's a multiplayer game, and I believe that an MMO game will reduce social isolation, which is basically being able to interact with people a lot more. So interact with people, and I believe that mental health, like interacting with people, is important, so you could actually talk to someone and actually get out of your comfort zone. And one thing that I wanted to have in the game is to customize your in-game character to show a person's creativity and being unique. So within an MMO game, you have leveling up your character and statistics, which you can talk about. Which is rewarding, and you have a sensation, and it's and I wanted to have like a menu where you could get additional help, like a player could get additional help from the Samaritans. So if they're still not feeling great after, if they're still not feeling great, they can just find extra help. The one problem with an MMO video game is multiplayer. So when you're chatting with people, so people with the wrong intentions can come on there, and they can interfere with people that have a mental health disorder, and a chat filter will be implemented and moderation to prevent that. And obviously video games can be addictive, so some people play for long hours, and like what I decided to implement in the game is to have an energy system and timer, so people can't be addicted to the game.
Right, so to accomplish our task, we decided to make a web platform. The reason we have decided to do that is because we want the game to be integrated into a community system. So the web platform contains, of course, a place where you can play the game. It also contains a community forum, which will have creations from the community be displayed and showed. This will have a voting system, and we'll show you later what those votes accumulate to. And we wanted, as developers, a place where our community can, see what content updates we have shown, and also suggest content updates for us to have. So now we're going to move on to our web designs. So me and Hassan, we were web designers for this. So these are only concepts and are definitely going to change. So I will move. So first, as you open the page, you will have your home page. Can you see that correct? Good enough. So we'll have your home page, which will have a news section, which will be updated by us, the developers. It will have the latest content updates, and we'll also have a section where you can interact with us, and we can get ideas from the community to add new elements to the game.
We also created a login page. This is a standard for most browser-based games, and it's also important for the user and this is also important for the user's in-game data to be stored, such as trophies, achievements, friends lists, characters, cosmetics, and to be stored and to be accessed easily. And creating an account also allows you to access the community forum, and then this will allow users to make posts and comments on the forum.
Next we have the community section, which we will have polls in the forum that will show what will be displayed here. So for example, here we have some tips that were sent to us. So basically we have tips for fitness, and because the game will be new at this point, we also have displayed a new player guide, kind of tips, stuff like that. So the whole forum will have administrators, and we'll have moderators some will be from the community and some will be from us, so we can have a balanced message between us, the developers, and the community.
And our About Us page, it's a place where you can learn about our views on how to deal with mental health, and it also explains what we're trying to accomplish with the idea. And you can also find you can also find our contact information on the page, plus some of our the other links to websites we suggest, like the Samaritans and UK Active, if someone's trying to find a gym to relieve stress.
So the Play Now page is the one that needs the most work. I will openly admit that. But what it will have will be a lobby system that will have a chat for the world, so everyone in the lobby will have where they can all interact. It will also have a chat for the people you would have in a party, which I'll mention later, and it will also have your friends chat. So we wanted to have a world chat so you can actually interact and make new friends. And the friends chat and the party chat is more for convenience sake. But and then the other pages, we have a friends list. The friends list will also have the party system in it, which will have voice communication that will be done over headsets and microphones. That the users will have, and this is so that you can that the players can make. I've always thought the voice communication allowed for more interaction with players, and it's, in my opinion, easier. But we've given both options for our players.
And on the support page, you can find support services that provide the user the users that experience issues with the website or with the game, and they're separated into sections to streamline the process and provide a better user experience. And I would like to highlight the other tab, as this tab is made for people who are experiencing serious mental struggles, and this tab will try and provide support to the person who's struggling, and will help them overcome anything that they need.
Hi, my name is Mirza, and my part of the project was to design the logo and do the social media advertisement. At the beginning, when designing logo, our main aims were to make it attractive to the eye, make it different from others, to make it more unique, and be related to physical and mental well-being, and also not too big and colourful so it pushes people away. So as you can see in the bottom right corner, even though it's too small, that's our logo. Yeah, that's our logo. And the text is quite simple, and we've gone for the blue colour as a relation to happiness. But the key part of the logo, when we just recently added, was a turtle. Because like humans, when they get fearful, they hide away, and so do turtles. So with that relation, and it relates to our slogan, which is "We are here to get you out of our shell," something like that.
Your shell.
Yeah. So that relation actually, make more people attracted to it. So that was the whole idea for the logo. And as you can see, for the social media advertisements, our aim is to attract teenagers. But we don't only want to attack the teenagers, we also want to attack the parents of the teenagers. This is because if the parents have a understanding of what they are going through, they also be able to approach their children or whoever else more easily and won't push them away further into the deep place they're going to. And the platforms we will be using are Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat and Instagram. Snapchat and Instagram are the most used for teenagers, as you know, but Twitter and Facebook are mainly focused on the parents because they're mainly used around those ages. And as relating Snapchat and Instagram, we'll have like certain posts saying like motivational quotes, and even some like links towards the some I don't know how to say the word, the Samaritans and other sponsors which help with physical and mental well-being. The same thing goes for Twitter and Facebook, but it'll have a more formal approach for the parents. And that's it.
Well, actually, there's one last thing. Eamon wants. I'm going to present Eamon. Eamon wants to tell a story that he had with mental health in the past. Go on, Eamon.
So, in high school, I have actually suffered high levels of stress and anxiety. I have not told mostly any of my peers except Noyes as a project leader. It has highly impacted on my life and changed my life. I have struggled so much in secondary school that I've had to pull myself away from every friend I have. My two friends I had when I was in year 8, I actually went to his house in his area, and these two boys came up to me and they basically robbed me of my phone, and then one of them had a knife in the bush, and what I did, all my friends did was just stood there, didn't do anything. I was all by myself basically, and from that day it really shook me, and every single time I remember that thought, it has really impacted me, and I'm struggling to look at you because it's really just stressing me. The thing that when I got to year 11, I was up until year 11, from year 8, I was highly peer pressured, and I I was highly peer pressured and bullied because of the fact that I was seen as not good enough as anyone else. When I got to the point in year 11, I realised that games, my brother told me about this one game, and he told me it's a strategic game, and I thought, I'll give it a try, because I haven't really got anyone around me except my family. No one to elaborate to. So I tried this game, and it really helped me because of the fact that it was a very strategic and problem-solving game, which then helped me to relate to other people in the college. It was called a game called League of Legends. It basically improved my life and turned my life around so much that I'm able to speak to you right now. And the reason why I'm still talking to you is I didn't ever go to Samaritans or anything. I always kept my problems to myself. I never told anyone about it. My mum could always see it that I had it. I actually had 3 months of counselling after in year 8, after the fact that I was robbed and taken my phone. And after that moment, I can never stop thinking about that. And since then, I've managed to recoup and get my grades up. And thanks to Renata for letting me in this course, and really for staying by me, and I really thank you for your support. For letting me into the course and giving me a new opportunity outside my own area in Croydon, where I travel 14 miles every day to come to London Westminster College. My name is Aim Tazad, and I want to stop mental health and prevent it. Thank you for listening to me.
So we still have reflection today, actually. So for reflection, I'll start. So my reflection was from this. What I gained most was, I guess, presentation skills and actually making presentations. I'm always bad at the creative things. I've never been good at being creative in any way. And what this gave me or let me do was work with people who are actually more creative, like Dennis, who got the idea for the game. And then we have Mirza, who did marketing and all that. So I really enjoyed that because it gave me an experience of working with creative people, and it may have influenced me to try something more creative, which was designing the website with Hassan. I've never really experienced serious mental health issues, but I've always thought that there wasn't actually that many places that like help with that. But then after this whole project, I've actually noticed so many different places that actually do improve or try to help people with mental issues. So I guess it's opened my eyes to other people's situations.
So my reflection is that I'm more of like I work on my own most of the time, and this project has allowed me to work as like a group and strengthen our friendship as a group. And yeah, mostly I work on my own. I'm mostly the quiet person in the class, and this project has given me more confidence to publicly speak.
I learned a lot from this project. It got me closer to my friends. I learned a lot from them, and it helped me with my time management skills and public speaking. Which got 2 panic attacks today, which I bundled up everything and just tried.
He's undersaying what he's done, because he couldn't speak when we did it at the college last week, but he just stood there with the team because he had a panic attack. And then today I just said to him, just stand there, but you don't have to talk. So the fact that you have not only talked, but I don't think anybody would have guessed. It's just amazing. So well done.
Thank
well
you.
done.
Same as Dennis, I don't really like to work with people. I prefer working independently. However, this project allowed me to connect with my friends and build a project. So yeah.
I guess my reflection is more that I've
I think I was more able and meant for this project since my experience has been really bad. And I think for me to come and talk to you today about my experience is an insight of what mental health actually does to you. And anxiety, you never want to have it, sir. It's really bad. Every single time I talked about this project, I had anxiety because I didn't think we were going to get it done. And the stress that I put on him, oh my gosh.
Imagine calls at 12 p.m. It's like, get on this. Oh no.
But I think I was more meant to do this project to show people that I can actually make a difference in this world. So, thank you.
Last one. Too many claps.
You got me. So what I've learned from this project is, just along as the others, I have improved my confidence and teamwork skills. But I've also learned that mental health is a serious issue that needs to be solved, because mental health has been dated back since a long time ago. The reason why it's a difficult topic to talk about is people have just completely ignored it. So if there's more people who talk about it, then there will be less people suffering from it, and then also less people committing suicide, which is the main goal of our app to do as well. So as a whole, I've learned many things throughout this whole project, and I want to thank Renata, Rudy for giving me the opportunity in this college, and Julia as well, and many others as well.
Can we just go and get your photographs?